G'day legends, Mick here from Fin to Fin again. Just going to do a bit of a room update, a bit of a tour of some of the tanks. And yeah, nothing too major, but the room is coming along nicely. As you can see, the racks in the end. Going to be 2-foot tanks at this stage, although I was considering just putting 6 4-footers on them just to make life easy, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, fish are all going well. As you can see, these tanks are now got a lot of fish from outside from the tubs outside. I've got to start consolidating what I've got and having a good look. But these are just bloody swordtails. This is not all of them by any means. Wouldn't even be a half. So I've got lots. Yeah, there's lots of small ones in there as well. 4-footer in the other room still loaded. And these are platies. I've started catching platies from outside as well. Mollies, more platies, so as you can see. And obviously I've still got plenty of that stuff in the what I call the nursery. So I might take a heap to the pet shop tomorrow. It's going to be quite warm though, so that I can get rid of a heap of platies. I don't think they need swordtails at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, other than that, fish are going well. Nothing from these guys yet. I was hoping they could bloody eat their fry too. If they do have them, these are the Super King albino swords. There's the albino firecracker male that I threw in with them. But, yeah, look, I've been watching closely, but nothing to suggest that any have had any babies. I've put some of this in here, so if they do, there's that more likelihood of them surviving. I did notice my blackfin lyre-tail swords. The girl's quite fat, so no doubt she'd be pregnant, so I've dropped a bit of weed in there. But some swordtails are pretty brutal with eating their own fry, and then others are actually surprisingly good. If I can get that a bit clearer, they're quite nice. They're just an orange swordtail really, but black fins and the long fins like the lyre-tail as well. So just something different in one stray chili antler. But just living a cruisy life in there. These guys, the normal crebensis. So I counted about 40 babies the other day swimming around in there. They're all at the back. Hopefully before this video's out, now that I've come into the room, they might come to the front and I can show you. But that's nothing really happening in this rack outside of that. These are my red chili paradise fish. There is a pair of rams in there as well, so there's probably not going to be much breeding while there's both lots in there, so I need to remove the rams, I think, because I think the chili paradise fish want to breed, and I think the rams are just kind of getting in their way a bit. But we'll wait and see what happens. Other than that, some German white guppies, and there was some fry in there, but I can't see them now, so they may have got eaten. And just some cichlids, as you all know. But yeah, other than that, I was just trying to sort out my outside tubs. Got that much crap, so I need to consolidate what fish I'm going to keep. So there's definitely going to be a bit of a clearance of a few different types. These guys will lay eggs again soon. She's been cleaning that tile nice and spotless, so it's only a matter of time. That's the big boy. Only a matter of time before she drops some eggs in there. But it'll be the third lot for these two, and not a single one of them survives, so but I'll leave them in there again and see what happens. This is just a grow out tank for crebensis, so normal crebensis, albino crebensis. And this is just a few of them. In the other room there's probably about 40 albino crebensis on their own, and another tank with a heap of the common crebensis. Now, Epistogramma trifasciata. in here somewhere. There's a nice looking male there. Look at the beautiful blues on that. Very nice. Female is, I believe, in that cave at the moment. So what's happening in there I don't know. Fingers crossed we breed them. These are just my cherry barbs. There's a heap in there. I don't know if these will stay or not, to be honest. They are breeding, and I capture the eggs in that tray. They lay in the moss, although the moss is all moved, but it needs to be sorted out at some stage. These guys here, obviously little babies swimming around. So when I first got these, I haven't had these long. Pet shops get them in. Obviously they come in with other normal mollies. So these are blue rim platinum lyre-tail, and then there's blue rim platinums with just the normal tail as well, like that girl. There's the lyre-tail above it. So both varieties, but obviously they come in with other like black ones and normal colours and bits and pieces. So the first lot of babies, there is a few that are just going to be mixes, so they'll get taken out and separated. But obviously since then they've bred, and now we're getting the pure little blue rim platinums. So there's a few in there, and then there's a few mutts as well. So they'll just get separated and be just in a normal balloon molly tank, I guess you could say. One of my favourites, my Pistogram A Panduro. Look at that beautiful boy. This little partner in crime. It's a nice colour. Come over and say hello. But these are very underrated. Beautiful fish. They're doing well, so that's the main thing. No breeding or anything like that. Female's only really small. What have we got in here? Got my super red cactoides. So there he is with one of his girls. There's two girls in this tank. One girl that gets bossed around a little bit, and that girl might be the one that's with him a lot. Been in and out of the caves, but again, that doesn't mean a lot. Golden koi guppies with just a pretty basic, cheap little guppy line, but if someone's looking for guppies, they're still quite nice. The colours are good. They don't predate too bad on their fry. They're one of the better ones. There's a heap of little grow out bristle nose in there as well. Now, next protocol, the albino cabensis. I'm just reaching around to grab my torch, so excuse the crooked angles there. I'm pretty sure these guys have bred again. I've just got my torch, which I'm going to put on and shine in that cave and see. So excuse any bright lights. I'm just trying to see if we can see something. Definitely had eggs in there. I'm struggling to see. Oh, there they all are over the other side. Very difficult. Unfortunately, I'm not. It's just not showing with the torch. Oh, that angle there might do it. There you go. So underneath the mum and dad there, he's just going to block my light. God, stupid fish, get out of the way. But there's a heap of fry in there, cruising around on the bottom of that cave. This pair's bred all the albinos that I've got, so they just breed constantly. So you get a good pair, they don't stop. So there they all are. So not the biggest batch they've had, but not the smallest. So see how they go. Once they get a little bit bigger, I'll take them out. There's a few stray guppies in there. When I've moved weed and stuff, obviously they've found their way in, as they do. Over here's my Julii, and these have been laying heaps of eggs, and I haven't been collecting them. So while I'm setting this room up, I've been struggling to keep trying to breed everything. Stir-buy's the same. I've seen a few eggs up on that glass, and I didn't collect them. I probably should with them because I just haven't bred them too much. Albino full reds and some Vegeta gold histogrammo that I don't think that's even what they are, but it's a trio in there, but nothing too spectacular happening there. Yeah, this was albino firecrackers. So obviously she was bred with a different swordtail, so there is these ones which will carry the albino genetics, and then she's had another lot, and since then I had her with the albino firecracker male. So there is some normals like that with the black eyes, and then earlier when I was disturbing a few here and there is a couple. I'm not sure if that's going to be one up there of the albino firecrackers with the nice orange eyes, obviously. So, but they're going to hide at the back. They're going to be hard to see. But there's something in that little tray. There's a couple, but they're both normal eyes. Of course, that one's normal eyes. Not having good luck here. Looks like a normal. The albino, a couple of albino ones I can see. I reckon that's an albino one through there. The orange eyes, just not going to get a good clear clip, so I'm not sure how many of each they had, but doesn't matter. I'll grow the normal ones up and breed them back together, or breed them to some of the albino young ones we've got and see what we get. No big deal. Kind of lost a bit of interest in that project when I had a heap die when I went away. So platinum red big ears, so these are quite a nice little guppy. Huge ears on that thing, look at that. They're breeding like flies, there's heaps in there, along with a bristle nose that are always breeding. Nice antlers, some fat antlers, so we get more babies there. Some more German whites. Other than that, it's all pretty much like what I've always got, obviously. There's been quite a few breedings in the caves with the placos. So I reckon, I'm just going to pause this for a second and grab my torch again, but I reckon there's probably eggs in one of these. We'll see with my torch again if I can not blind anybody. Jesus, it's awkward, isn't it? Get that right up against there. It's not gonna. But, nothing in that one. Oh, here we go. Ah, there you go. There's eggs in that one. So it's in there fanning them. So, oh God, I just can't. No matter how I do it, I'm not getting a good view of it. But there's eggs in that top cave for sure. So. There's been a few caves with eggs. Maybe if I do it from further back. I don't think there's anything in them. The caves are dirty. If the caves are dirty, there's generally nothing in them. Usually if they're breeding, they'll clean their caves out. But there's probably a few eggs in a few different ones. I've bred it a lot this year. There's always fish in these caves. Breeding. These ones definitely haven't. I haven't bred them yet. Super Reds are in here, and I think there's some baby Super Reds out cruising around as well. So I haven't been separating them because I've been too busy doing other stuff. So those two racks are all kind of flying along. So the room itself's taking shape. As you can see, the plants are going well. It was really, my shrimp, which won't stay in these small tanks, but I've got my little group of yellow shrimp. Still doing okay. My orange eye blue tigers are in here. I think I started with 7. I think I've lost 2. But there is a buried up female in there somewhere. So hopefully she drops some and they survive. My blue dream shrimp, there is little babies cruising around in there. And some red shrimp. And some, there's a few bristle noses in here, and then just some coals for the shrimp, so nothing too major happening there. There was a couple of nice ones. I've got some coals in the other room as well, and there's actually a wicked green one in there. I seen it last night, wowzers. So, plenty of bits and pieces in here, turtles. Start advertising these bad boys. Eating me out of house and home at the moment. Unbelievable. This tank here's got some nice green shrimp in it. There's a good one, but I don't think that was the best one. But where they are, I'm not sure. But other than that, it's just bristle nose and stuff. Bits and pieces in here, nothing to get too excited about. I moved my blue peacocks in here, so I'll just keep doing water changes. The water still, because I had so much driftwood in here, the tannin was pretty. But there's a little group there. There's one girl in there, over there carrying eggs, I would say, for sure. But I've got that many babies inside and outside. I'm not going to strip them because I've just got too many. And these are all swordtails as well. So shitloads of swordtails. Oh, mind the mess. We come down and here's a heap of albino crevensis growing out. So they need to go into a bigger tank now, so they grow a bit quicker. Like most of this stuff in these small tanks, I'm not a big fan of it. I think long term these tanks will probably go, just get put in storage, and I'll put the other racking here and probably just do 6 4-foot tanks in this room. So I'll have the 2 4-footers here, and I'll do 6 4-footers on that wall. So 8 4-foot tanks, and that'll just be for grow outs and stuff. So just make life a bit easier. So the main thing I've got to do, obviously, before I can do that, is I need to consolidate what I keep. Just so many different varieties of things, it's getting very difficult. So obviously I do like my live bearers, so I'm still going to keep some of the fancy swordtails, but these types, the commons like this, will probably go. A large sum of them will go. I've only got the commons, the pineapples, the ones I've done myself, but which I was calling they're the rusty swords. It's not a name for them, it's just, I don't know why I call them that. And I've got my koi swordtails outside still, and a shitload of those cross swordtails between the albino firecrackers and pineapples. But I've got to condense it all down. I've got too many different varieties of fish. Probably going to do a lot more shrimp, obviously. I'm going to stick with a lot of the basic things and set a lot of my tanks up like this. So I have bristlenose breeding on the bottom, guppies breeding above them. So dual purpose tanks. So that's going to be the plan. I want to get another heap of varieties of guppies. I've only got several varieties, and I think I like these tanks the best. They're a bit busier, but you know, there's always bristlenose cruising around, and the guppies are always breeding. So you know, I can just sell the odd fish here and there, and it'll cover the cost of the room, which is all it's got to do. So that's probably the path I'll take. Obviously, I've still got my pistogramma and stuff like that, but over time, I'll have these. Obviously, if I breed them, I'll keep some more, but if they were to die off, I'm probably not going to replace them anytime soon, just because I will need the tanks for grow outs, because the Corydoras I breed like buggeries. Obviously the guppies, light bearers breed like rabbits, as everyone knows. So yeah, I'm going to consolidate this room a fair bit, so there will be a few fish that don't make the cut, but yeah, definitely going to up the shrimp. So I'll probably do 1 full rack of shrimp, maybe even a couple of racks, because obviously Neo-Caridina, but I want to get into the Caridina ones as well. So, and I want to do them in the bigger tanks. I'm not a fan of the small tanks, too easy for them to turn to shit. So they were getting done in the 2-footers. The plan was, if I did do 4-footers on the end and had the 6 4-footers, I was actually going to do like a mass colony of yellow shrimp, mass colony of blues, get a real good high quality fire red, you know, and just do them in a massive group, run like 3 sponge filters in there, very stable. It's still a possibility, but we'll wait and see. But anyway, that's the fish room in a nutshell. Everything's going well. Plants are going bunter. So I need to buy some more. I might do another video later on for the outdoor tubs because I've started emptying a few out there. I'm going to redo that whole area. I'm not happy with it. Catching fish in the planted tubs is an absolute nightmare. I'm not going to, I'll just show you what I mean, but like, because I've got so much plants in them, when I go to catch them, the bottom 2 inches of these tubs is just chockers with shit, like broken down leaf matter, and which is, it's fine, like the water's wicked, the fish breed like flies, but catching baby fish in those tubs, especially the ones I was doing, the swordtails and the platies, like sit down real low and you just bring up a net, might have 20 baby fish in it, but it's just big piles of gunk. So it just makes life really difficult. So gonna do something different out there, I think, before next summer, so it'll take a while. But yeah, that's the fish room in a nutshell, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Support is greatly appreciated. Please like, and please leave a comment how you think the fish room's going. Leave a comment if you think whether it'd be a good idea to have 6 4-footers at the end instead of 24 2-footers. So it's definitely a money saver to go the 2-footers. It probably cost me around $1,200 instead of over $2,000. So yeah, that's half the reason I was thinking of it. My dog's coming to say hello. But yeah, and I'll paint the floors soon, hopefully, and might go get another 2-foot tank to go down the bottom there today. Then start the next 2 shelves, racks in the middle and the top one. But yeah, other than that, everyone, I hope you all have a great weekend. It's going to be a stinker here. I think mid-30s tomorrow for Saturday, and then I think we're hitting 40 degrees on Sunday. So that's Celsius. So that's probably pushing 100 Fahrenheit, I guess. So yeah, not great. Not great. It's actually, yeah, I think it is over 100 to be honest. But anyway, have a great one, guys, and yeah, I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers.